Lisa Frankenstein is a movie I went into pretty blind because I had not seen a full trailer of the movie prior to seeing it. I knew it was about a girl and Frankenstein, and that's pretty much all I needed to know. So when I went into the movie, I was pretty open to whatever the movie might be, and I find that Lisa Frankenstein has a lot of good ingredients, but it lacks a kinetic seasoning that made the 80s movies that inspired it so fun. But let's talk about some of the good things first. I think that it did capture the 80s aesthetic from a look standpoint in terms of the makeup, the hair, the cars, and even like the very lavishly colorful houses. And also Kathryn Newton, who's playing Lisa Frankenstein, gives off a pretty good performance surrounded by a lot of other performers who are pretty stiff, no pun intended. But that doesn't include our co-lead in Cole Sprouse, who plays our Frankenstein. I actually found him and his physical performance to be pretty good. That's pretty much where the good things in this movie ends. The scenes in this movie are awkwardly slow and also awkwardly silent. Not a lot of score to help give the scenes substance. I kept thinking about the pace of this movie, and if it was just a little bit faster, if the scenes have moved but a little bit more energy, how much more enjoyable this movie could have been. This movie feels like a soulless version of Encino Man. And if you remember Encino Man, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of kinetic energy. It was Brendan Fraser being this caveman who comes alive after millions of years, and he's just introduced into high school and all this other stuff. But this movie does all the work of hiding our Frankenstein the entire time and not really having that many characters other than Lisa interact with him. By the time that they do, the movie's pretty much over. Now, there are some scenes where things are maybe a little violent, but other than that, they did not utilize the PG-13 rating that they had at all. And as a matter of fact, it could have gone full R with some of the things that they were talking about, whether it was sexual themes or even the violence that was displayed. It all kind of felt kids' gloves. Like they wanted to go in a certain direction, but they were told that you could only go so far. And I feel like that handicapped the movie. So between a terrible pacing, stiff characters, and just the 80s magic that it was trying to capture non-existent in this film, I gotta say I didn't have a great time watching this. So yeah, let's get over to my rating. So I'm going to give this movie 2.5 stars. It's pretty disappointing. It didn't give me any of that 80s feeling other than looking like the 80s, and I was really looking for, as this movie started, more of that 80s flair and energy, but it just kind of felt lifeless, which is really ironic considering this is a Frankenstein movie. So I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys next time.